My name is John Colucci. I'm the engagement editor for Engadget, and we're live at CES 2015, and I'm here with the fabulous diva of all things digital video.
I like that. That's good. I've never heard that one before.
I had to come up with a title for
nice.
you. I just had to come up with something for you. I also had YouTube savant, legend, host of AOL's On Hardwired with iJustine, and so much more. The fabulous Justine Ezarik.
Thanks for having me. This is awesome. I'm really excited. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Really excited to be here.
Well, I'm excited to I think we're all excited to have you. Take some time away from the crazy world of CES.
It's insanity. I mean, every year it just gets bigger. It gets crazier. And now everything is so split up. I've been here since Monday. I just made it to the show floor. Like,
really?
That's terrible.
You know what? I think it's pretty common especially if you're someone like yourself that's really busy, you're just here. And I think there's a lot of people even in Vegas that don't even go out.
Yeah.
They just go out to other things. They're never in the hall.
It's such a tech tease here. It's like you see all this great technology, and you may never actually ever be able to have it. And it is the worst.
Yeah, they call it vaporware, I think, sometimes. Like things that look cool and then it never gets, put out on the market.
So what have you seen that you're like, this is amazing, I have to have this?
I would like to see I probably can't afford it, but I want the LG Twin Wash, the washing machine. There's two washing machines.
Yeah, with the sink, is that the sink one?
That's
that
Samsung. That's another
about?
one.
Okay.
That's Samsung. Which I think there's an ad up there. It's the active laundry solution. I think it's
sitting
called.
right in front of us.
Yeah, it's all right there. But the LG Twin Wash, it's a big washing machine on the top and then a little one on the bottom. It's kind of like the exhibit meme. It's like, yo, we heard you like washing machines, so we put a washing machine inside your washing machine.
It's amazing. I mean, I'm such a huge fan of like health and fitness trackers.
Yeah.
I mean, and I love all the buzzwords. It's like, the quantified self, all these random words they're throwing out, the Internet of Things, all of these things that they're saying. But I mean, I love it. I want to be able to know what I'm doing and how to better the last day. So they've created this huge wearable section now. And it's so overwhelming. I mean, everybody is doing it, and that's all everyone's talking about.
Yeah, what specific gadgets have you seen so far in that category, or any category that you're like, I'm going to get it?
I mean, I'm a huge Fitbit fan. I love them. And also, I mean, surprisingly, I'm actually not wearing any of the wearables because I wore so many last year that it kept just weighting me down. So I was like, mistakes were made last year. We're not going to do that. But I'm a huge fan of Misfit Shine.
Okay.
So they have like small, and they're like pretty wearables because it's like you don't want to be wearing like this ugly, big, bulky thing. So they've done a really good job of making it look trendy. And they also just announced too, they have, have you seen like the Hue, the light bulbs that you can like change the colors? Yeah. Well, Misfit is now doing that also. And
that's awesome.
I mean, I just want to be able to control everything from my phone. Absolutely everything.
Yeah, and that's where we're living in, where it's like your phone, you can't really operate. In the future, I feel like in 10 years from now, even actually maybe more like 5, maybe you would agree or disagree, but I feel like everything you do in your home, you will have to control, or everything in your life, your phone will need to be with you at all times.
I mean, slowly but surely. I'm like, I wonder if the UPS guy is here. Let me check drop cam because I don't want to walk downstairs to see it, and then you can talk through it so I can be like, can you just leave it there, please? I'm sorry, I can't sign for it today. Thank you. Thanks, Raul. Shout out. So, I mean, it's just everything is becoming, well, when we were talking backstage, we were like, so what did you see? I was like, well, everything's like faster and slimmer and curvier, and that's basically the CES this year. It's like, how much more curved can we get this TV where it's basically you're wearing an Oculus Rift on your face? So,
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. I know I'm faster and curvier, but not slimmer this year at CES. I know that's my personal thing I've noticed about myself. I need a Misfit. I need some of these wearables.
Yeah, CES 2016. I think that might be your slimmer year. This is where we can do this. Let's hit up the wearable booths. We can work on it. You can be my friend, and then I can keep nudging you.
Okay.
And so you need to do a little more.
Is that a deal? Is that a pact now?
Right here. Let's do it. We're done.
Yes. Awesome. I love it. So speaking of gadgets, one thing that when you talk about the buzzwords and everything, a lot of these companies are creating crazy names for their products. Samsung has the SUHD TV, or it's actually more like S''UHD.
Yeah.
Just notice that?
Yeah.
So we came up with a couple fake gadgets, and that we wanted to kind of give you a little quiz and see if you think it's real or fake.
Real or fake? All right, this is going to be great. You guys should make an app.
I'm sorry?
Make an app.
Yeah.
Right now, because we need to play this game.
5G TVs.
Not real, but it could be real.
Could be real.
It could be.
Could be real. Well, it's totally fake. We came up with that ourselves. We thought, 4K, there's 4K and there's 4G. What about we just merge that together and have 5G?
I mean, it's possible.
Absolutely.
I mean, an always connected television. It's great.
Absolutely. The Mamaroo app-controlled infant seat,
real.
or the Papaboo Bluetooth baby rattle.
Mamaroo is real.
Correct.
My friend works for that company.
Oh.
She's a graphic designer, and she always shows me all the cool photos that they take. And I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that, so cute. So yes, okay, we got that one.
Yes. Well, also, Mamaroo could also mean Mamaroo, like RuPaul.
Yeah.
So we also, when I saw that come across Twitter, I was like, wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah.
The names, I mean, they have to be creative, or people aren't going to be talking about it.
Yeah. So other than, the floor, what else have you been doing while you've been in Vegas this week?
A lot of meetings, a little bit of gambling. We were really excited because we saw Little John was performing yesterday, and we weren't able to make it in because it was a full house. And then we literally ran into him in the lobby, and I tried to get a picture, and he's like, I got shut down. They were like, he's not allowed to take photos. And then he took photos with all these people right in front of me. And so I was standing there. I was like, I just really wanted a selfie with Little John. So my CES, it was not complete.
You really got turned down for what?
Yes, I had all these really great turn down jokes, and nobody was laughing on Twitter. And I'm just like, I thought I was really creative and just dying laughing. Nobody else.
That's not okay, Little John.
It's okay. It's all right because I stood behind him and took a picture of his back while he took photos with everybody else. So I literally got turned down.
You did.
Yeah.
Well, you need to do I'm sure you can go out and get turned up on your own. You don't need him for that. I'm sorry.
Work on it. You know what? Well, yeah. Is there a booth for turning up? I don't know. There's a lot of headphones, so I'm sure we can go find those.
God. So I know, and forgive me for not researching this, but Hardwired with iJustine. Are you still doing that, or is that something that wrapped up last year?
We are. No, we just finished the second season, so we are definitely in talks to see maybe doing a third season. And that show has been so much fun to do with AOL.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to travel around, and probably the key thing that we did on this last season was we went on the set of Call of Duty, the Advanced Warfare, and it was the same motion capture set that they shot Avatar. So, and I got to put on like the motion capture suit and film a scene like for the game, and it was so cool to be able to do something like that, and it's my favorite game, so to be able to just do that was just so awesome. So that was my favorite episode. Awesome. I think we did.
Well, hopefully that'll work out for you.
Yes, no, it was so much fun.
Find out. Speaking of videos, you're well known for being kind of one of the original YouTube celebrities, if that's a term that I've seen used.
You're making up a lot of great words today. This is amazing.
I try. I don't think I can take credit for that. I think that's someone else's words. But there's others have certainly come along too. Michelle Phan and Bethany Moda, who also ended up on Dancing with the Stars. Like,
it's amazing.
There's all the people that have gone into great careers. And what are some of your kind of favorite people in that category, or some that you might have helped with or advised or?
Yeah, no, I mean it's awesome, and it's a large community, but it's such a small community. And like you go to VidCon and you see the impact that you're making on like a lot of kids' lives, and it's amazing. And to be able to have people that they can look up to and actually relate to, and then go and see them, and they're just normal people too. Like that's something achievable. Like anybody can do this. You know, you just have to not quit. That's my advice. Just keep going. Don't quit.
Yeah, on our team, we have Daniel Cooper is one of our editors, and he lives in the UK, and he's like our Vine star.
Yeah.
He actually films a lot of Vines, just kind of like of himself doing very random things. He reviews biscuits or cookies, because they call them biscuits there.
They do.
And like they call them that there. But he's like our Vine star.
Mm-hmm.
But I know there's Vine's one thing and YouTube's another. Like, and there's a bunch of other video platforms. Like if someone's young right now and they're thinking, I want to get into this video thing, and what some advice you might have for someone like that, and where should they start?
I mean, I think it's just be consistent, create consistent content. I would say go to school, because you do need to learn things as much as you don't want to. It is helpful, and you make a lot of good friends. So there's that, and you find people to be in your videos, which is also very important. Yeah. You need these extras, so go to school so you can find them. I think it's just find a platform that you think is right for you, learn about it, and use what you feel is more, I don't know, it's easy for you. There's like Snapchat, there's all these things, and there's people that are using these platforms, and that's perfect for them. Just be consistent. That's the key.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I personally refuse to get on Snapchat.
I love it.
You do? Tell me about it.
I actually really do. So I have 2 Snapchat accounts. So one is for my friends that actual friend, like real life, like my sister. Don't screenshot any of those Snapchats. They're not bad. That's actually a tip because of Snapchat. It has sort of that bad stigma of, we all know. Don't take the picture. Just do not take that picture because that picture will never go away.
Right.
Do not take it. So if you have that thought, children, just never take the photo.
Yes.
But you should join Snapchat. It's great. My favorite thing is they have like Snapchat filters. So when you slide through, there's one in Vegas. There's anywhere you go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I feel like that's one of the things. Like, I feel like, okay, I work in social media, and I'm like, I refuse. No,
you're gonna join. You have to join. We'll be friends.
All right, I'll do it.
I'm so excited.
That's where you're gonna probably make me. You'll keep up with me for the.
Yes,
the
that's true. I need the check-ins there.
I love it. I mean, and on that note, what do you think about, like, I feel like Snapchat is kind of pretty personal in a lot of ways. Like, what do you think about brands and even media brands jumping into like the Snapchat puddle?
I mean, I think it's cool because that is one of those things where it is sort of personal. So if the brands are able to make that personal and have sort of that connection with people, I mean, you have to be where these people are.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be in all of these platforms because not everyone is going to be on all of them.
Right.
They're going to choose their favorite one. So if you want to be there and give them that content, like, you have to also be there too. I mean, I think it's great. Some brands that do it really well. I'm a huge Taco Bell fan, and they are really they really get
Snapchat.
social media. And they were my Valentine last year. They sent me a little Valentine necklace.
Oh my God! I
and
feel like I saw
Taco
that.
Taco Bell. Like,
Yeah.
I was so taken back. I was like, this is so sweet. This is the sweetest Valentine's Day gesture I've ever received from Taco Bell. I love you guys.
I feel like that would be an honor.
It was.
It's
Like,
an honor.
Yeah,
I love you.
It's amazing.
Speaking of Taco Bell, did you get in on that whole breakfast phone thing that happened?
I think it might have actually got stolen from my doorstep. So that was before I have the drop cam.
Oh.
Yeah. They were like, did you get it? I was like, not there. I think somebody took it.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah,
terrible.
so no, but that was such a great idea.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I mean, I actually had one myself.
That's amazing.
I had one. It was weird. I'm like, why'd you send it to me? I'm like, I don't know.
Taco Bell.
I don't know, but it's also because I don't really eat Taco Bell that often, but I did like the breakfast.
I love breakfast.
Yeah.
I mean, we went in and did to their taste kitchen and got to see all the things that they're going to be releasing in the upcoming years. And I was like, this is torture. Like, you need to have this immediately. And all of the breakfast stuff is just so good.
Yeah,
This just turned into a food show.
This is whatever you want it to be.
Food tech.
Whatever you want. Well, actually, there is a lot of food tech.
There's so much food tech.
Did you see? Oh my God, the name. I forgot the name of it. I'm blanking. But it's a 3D chocolate printer.
I have not seen it yet.
CocoJet, because it sounds like an airline.
Yeah.
Thought it was
amazing.
like it flies to. I'm like, I saw that on the headline. Like, CocoJet is an airline that goes to, like, somewhere that has cocoa.
Maybe. I'm hopping on that immediately.
Yeah,
because that
absolutely.
would be awesome.
But no, there's a picture of it. It's like it made this hexadronical, like whatever it is, piece of chocolate.
Yeah.
Just because you're that fancy, you need to have your chocolate printed for you.
We do. Yeah, we went to like a Google party too. They had 3D printed little Android figures.
Oh, that's cute.
And it was made out of sugar. And I kept taking them and trying to, eating them. She's like, I don't think you realize how long that took to print that. Like, put that back down. That's not actually edible. I was like, well, but it's sugar, so I could eat it. She's like, you could, in theory, but you're not going to. Like, please.
Like, save some for the other people, Justine. You can't hog all the 3D printed candies.
No, what do you think about 3D printing? What is your take?
I'm excited by it. I mean, actually, funny enough, our Best of CES Awards, which we're giving out today, we're giving out this amazing crystal ball. But last year's was 3D printed.
Yeah.
And it took a long time to make a ton of awards in that to look that way. But I think it's really fun to think, like right now it's starting to get accessible to the point where people can buy these things for their home and just like, if they're like, I need a new doorknob, print it.
Done. Yeah, no, and it's really cool too. And a lot of designers are creating like the 3D models of these things, selling that to people, and then giving you the ability to change the colors or change like small or simple things. I mean, they've done the legwork, and then you just print it out. I mean, it's gonna completely change, I think, for especially the jewelry industry. I want a new ring. Oh, hold on, I'm just gonna 3D print it. The problem though is printing metals.
Yeah.
Because that's not really that safe.
Right.
So I think that's going to be interesting how they're going to handle that.
There's someone that's doing. I forget the name of the company. There's someone that's.
I know. I'm
doing that with
blanking on the name
titanium.
too, and
Yeah.
I can't think. But I'm a big fan of theirs. Now I feel terrible.
Yeah. Some company in This Built America, which is one of AOL's other series, they did. I think they're based in West Virginia, and they just recently had it up on the site. But it's like titanium powder. I think they were able to. It's not like exactly 3D printing, like it comes out of a MakerBot or something, but it's something kind of close to that, where you can make, kind of precious metals, and then just set a gem on it, and you're good to go.
It's amazing. And we also covered. It was somewhere in Massachusetts. A company that 3D prints pieces of like body parts. So you can do implants, like 3D printing, like for the brain, or 3D printing like pieces of bone, and it's fascinating. And I mean, this whole place has to be super sterile. So it was kind of crazy to see, just you see these things sitting on a desktop and they're printing out random things, and then you go here and it has to be like completely sterile. And then we did a tour of Xbox when the Xbox One was coming out, and they were doing the prototypes of the controllers, and they 3D printed everything because they would go through so many like renditions of the controllers, and that was like the easiest way to do it, is just print it overnight. If that one didn't feel right, make another one.
Do you have a 3D printer at home or access to one?
I mean, like right now?
Yeah.
Do I have one at home?
Yeah, like right now if you want.
No, but I've been thinking about it. I think about it a lot, actually. Yeah. But I'm like, what the hell am I going to print? Am I allowed to say hell here? I'm sorry. Like, what am I going to print? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Could
I'll
print
figure it out.
another iPhone case, which matches our beautiful blue, the pillow.
I was thinking I wanted to do like a series where it's like, what is Justine 3D printing today? And I just time lapse it. And I'm like, great, there's a video. I worked really hard on it.
I think that's the other thing about 3D printing. It takes a long time, and they got to get the speed up and a lot of like make it faster somehow.
Yeah, and then the better that you want that quality, the longer that it takes for it to actually print.
Yeah, I mean, and it is pretty amazing to see that.
It is cool. It's fun.
Yeah,
I like it.
Speaking of iPhones, there's something that, your name is iJustine.
It is, yes.
iPhone.
Yes.
I'm sure that's related to in some way.
Well, I made that mistake because Justine was taken everywhere, and when the first iPhone came, or not the iPhone, sorry, the first iPod, which was in 2002,
right,
which was a few years before iCarly. Just putting that out there. Thanks, iCarly. Which she had I forget what her computer was.
I forgot about iCarly.
Oh, yeah, well, I didn't, because she stole my life. Why did you copy me, iCarly? No, so I love Apple, obviously, and
sure.
I am very excited about like the Apple Watch. Me and my sister slept outside for 55 hours so that
I remember that.
first in line for this phone. So I'm not sure if I'm proud of that, but it's like achievement unlocked.
Yeah.
But I think it does cause a problem too, because I love all technology. I mean, I have a PC. I love Xbox. I love PlayStation. I love Sony. I love all of that. So sometimes people get upset if they see me talking about other things that's not Apple. I'm like, I love everything.
Right. I was going to ask you, would you ever be tempted to switch to Android or have an Android?
I have a Samsung.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have an S5. So we're already there.
Gotcha.
We're set.
So you play both sides of
I do, but I mean, I love my iPhone.
Yeah.
So
it is a very nice phone.
it is great.
It is a very nice phone.
Yes.
What gadget do you really want that's, not necessarily here, but just in general, it sounds like you have almost everything, but is there something else you really, really want that you just don't have right now, and you're like, you want someone to just give it to you for free? This isn't Oprah's favorite things. I'm just saying, someone.
I usually don't like getting the things for free, because then people will expect you to like write about it or talk about it or do something. Yeah. So I'm not really sure right now. I'm gonna have to come back to that one.
That's fine.
Yeah. I do want one of the new Misfit shines that they just came out with.
Yeah.
It's like one of like these really cool crystal things, and it's not out yet. So, man, CES, such the tech tease. I can't handle it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Have you checked out, or do you have any fascination with car technology?
I do. I'm not a big car person.
Sure.
But I mean, I love that car technology. Anything that helps me not hit things or have my wheels stolen. Which has happened recently, so that was kind of terrible. You come downstairs and like, this is my car, but where did the wheels go? I'm extremely confused. So if something that could alert me to maybe potentially call the cops when someone's ripping the wheels off of your vehicle.
Oh, I think it's getting closer. That's something, and I bring it up just because it's something we've, ironically, CES is this week, and next week is the Detroit Auto Show. And it's funny that we've actually seen a lot more car technology this year at Engadget. And when you mentioned not hitting things, we have a story where one of our editors, Sean Cooper, checked out BMW's, I forget the name of it, but basically it prevents collisions. So it has a 360 view, and it will tell you, it really kind of covers the car and absolutely prevents you from having that problem.
That's really cool. Have you guys done like the demo where like the cars, they park themselves?
Yes, we did that too.
Well, when they were giving me the demo, they didn't tell me that I actually had to hit the brake. Like, that was something that you had to do.
Oh,
and they just started freaking out. They're like, hit the brake. I was like, I thought it parked itself.
Oh, my God.
This is crazy. So some of them you do actually have to hit the brake. So if anybody does the demo, don't do that. But no, I love, like, the self-driving cars. We used to do, back in... when I was still doing like graphic design and stuff, we did a lot of stuff with CMU, and when they first started working on like the cars that could drive themselves, and it is an amazing technology, and I think it's going to prevent a lot of accidents, hopefully. I mean, you could always blame the speeding on the car. Oh, I wasn't speeding. No, my car decided that that's how fast that I should have been going. So that'll be interesting to see how they deal with that, especially even like cops, because they'll be able to track all of these cars that are how fast they're going because it's all digital.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, and stay tuned for more CES coverage from Engadget.